everybody.
Hello.
Part 9 it is.
Indeed.
Typical fashion, I have no idea where we left off.
I think we have a running theme here.
It's problematic. Oh, God. Oh, okay, right. Faye is in, some coma.
Oh, sure, yeah. Because that always has to happen to the main character of a JRPG. Coma, amnesia, or some form of both. Or either.
Question was, what the hell are we supposed to do? Yes?
My brain hurts.
Brain hurts.
So I got me some Maker's Mark. Put on a big, fat rock.
Actually, I might go pour myself something in a second.
Oh, I forgot that it was just a little crappy little screw-off cap. You know, they make it fancy with that wax over it, but it's like a cheap-ass cap.
Doesn't matter. Oh, okay, now I remember. We have to go find those guys. Near the supply entrance, you say.
What's the Captain Walrus's name? Because I forget, because I want to remember him because he's awesome.
Oh, God. I don't remember. Can we get out?
We can just call him Captain Walrus Face
Captain Walrus.
until we get back to him.
Maybe we could go back to the bridge. See what his name is. Sure.
Whoa, jerk.
Bunch of cats.
Hey, Edie's. I plan to get a cat when I move.
Oh!
Yeah, and another snake. And then probably another snake.
Jesus. Is that a bit too many pets?
I mean, do snakes really count as pets?
I guess
to
not.
Normal people? They don't do a whole lot, and they like, it's up to you if you want to spend time with them, and they could give a shit less either way.
That's actually true. Pretty sure the snake doesn't care.
No, it does not. It's pretty much at the mercy of you, like, okay, I want to play with you now.
Serpent G-Whip.
Speaking of snakes.
Oh. This is for the gear. Oh, that would make sense. With the G in the name.
Gear. Maybe it stands for gravity.
Gravity whip?
Yeah.
Let's go with that. So obviously in the wrong area. These assholes aren't here.
There's lots of wrong areas in this game. What? Didn't look like there would even be doors right there.
I think they were actually on the, not this supply entrance, but like on the deck. Here. Secure elevator. Just killed himself.
I can't take this life anymore. Oh. This Maker's Mark is actually pretty tasty. I never had it just on the rocks. I always mixed it with something.
Yeah, Maker's is pretty good.
I didn't know. What are you gonna
Human
pour
trafficking?
yourself when you do? Uh-oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, they said something about sawing that kid off. I think it's a kid. I don't know what it is.
It's small. Small. Cool coat, dude. Josiah?
Josiah.
Josiah.
Just pulling guns on everyone.
Kind of looks like a proto Irving. I mean, not with the portrait, but just by the sprite. I wonder what gun technique he was referring to. Was it gun kata?
Ah, the gun kata. Yes. He's a grammaton cleric.
What the hell is that? I forget.
That was like their order.
Oh, God. Graviton cleric?
Grammaton, I think?
Grammaton.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean something?
I don't think so.
It's just gibberish.
It's not a word I've ever heard of before.
Yeah, I've never heard grammaton. Is it like a unit of grammar? A photon of grammar.
A photon of grammaton.
Jeez, how's that cute? Primera? That's a name? Whoa, he's creepy looking. Guy might need an exorcism.
I fixed more of the wiring in the Datsun.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Any actual problem solved, or is it just like a little bit of progress that you can't really measure?
The intermittent short is fixed now with the radio, so the radio will work all the time forever.
Excellent.
Because
Well, that was pretty
found out
much like
what was wrong.
Oh, go ahead. isn't that like the last problem though? Besides the well, no, I mean that 20 amp short thing that you like the fuse that we kept blowing out. Is that part of the problem?
Can't be fixed. That was part of the problem, but I just drew 12 volts from somewhere else.
That's right. That's right. So what's left besides it just being kind of a mess?
Well, I guess figuring out that fuse that blows would be good, but I don't think that's possible without ripping all the wiring out.
Oh man.
And being able to power the AC knob would be useful too.
Oh, yeah.
Because that, as soon as I try to connect 12 volts to that line, it just immediately blows fuses.
Ugh.
So something's wrong with that circuit too. As a test, I was going to try to draw 12 volts directly from just some source, like maybe a separate battery or connect it directly to the car battery, and see if any other fuses blow.
For science.
With that car, I'm going through fuses like candy.
Yeah, I don't know if they're cheap or not, but they can't. Oh, are they? But yeah. I'm sure they're adding up.
It's just, I guess it doesn't have that many electronics. Like, the only thing I'm concerned that it would break would be the radio. But the radio has its own fuses built in. So it shouldn't happen.
Well, hopefully.
But I swear the AC worked once. I swear it did. Because I remember being, like, shocked that it worked.
Yeah, that would for an old ass car like that, you would remember something like that if the AC worked.
But probably the next step is to just draw 12 volts directly from the battery, and bypass any of the wiring harness, and just see if anything else blows.
Does that car have? Did they even have back then when that car was made power windows?
No. Maybe in like really, really high-end cars.
Yeah, because that's not exactly a high-end car. It's just kind of a classic car. Which is,
I guess you could see when was
a collector's item.
Power windows were first introduced. The car's from '72.
Find out. I typed in what year did POW come out, and that's it, and it autofilled to what year did Power Rangers come out. 1940.
See? There you go.
Holy hell.
But it was probably specifically on like high-end cars.
Yeah, it looked like it was. Power windows, Lincoln 51. So it looks like they didn't really become mainstream until like the 50s.
Oh.
Mainstream for like more expensive cars, not just like the typical mom sedan or something. I mean, because like you remember all the cars that we grew up with, they weren't like fancy-ish. I mean, maybe some of them were, but but like most of my childhood cars had cranks.
Same.
I miss them, honestly.
I don't. It's nice to be able to lower all the windows.
Well, yeah, you're right. Like, it's way easier to do it from this little panel right there.
I mean, there's obviously something to be said about having less electronics in cars, because, I mean, like, this car, for instance, will start no matter how many fuses are blown.
Right.
Like, just optional. Starts no matter what.
That's one of those cars that you can start by like popping the clutch going downhill or something.
100%. It would start.
I just like the old style. I mean, I know it's mostly nostalgic, but part of me does like analog stuff, you know, like crank windows and actual like. You remember the old radio tuners that had like a spring in there that you had to move the tuner back and forth with?
Yeah.
Like it was part of the knob mechanism. It had like it was with a spring or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, they would break and stuff, and that was terrible. But like, I don't know. It's more tactile, so it just feels more satisfying moving it back and forth.
For me, it was always just less amount of things to break.
It is nice to have the digital tuners that you can fine-tune stuff, you know, between the points and FM station or whatever, but I don't know what else. Aside with Tom Paris in Star Trek Voyager in that one episode, it's kind of a running theme for him. But he's got one episode where he says that he's tired of tapping panels all the time. I think it was when they were designing the Delta Flyer. You remember that?
Oh, and, yeah. He wants like levers and knobs and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I'm tired of tapping panels. I want to feel the the stuff. And of course, he's the one character in all of Star Trek that has a CRT TV.
That's right.
And he's got an episode dedicated to it too. Freaking love it.
What? You can get up here?
Okay.
I didn't even notice that two-dimensional ladder.
Right.
What is it?
Pretty flat. It doesn't look like there's anything up there. Oh,
Right?
there's a kid, right? There's a kid. Little thing. Hey, man.
Oh, alright. That's fine.
Acceptable.
Did I ever tell you me being like fundamentally against firmware updates and any updates of any sort?
Well, I know about that. Like, I mean, I didn't know that it went to like everything ever, but like I know that you in general have a hatred for updating your stuff.
Never update. It always makes things worse.
I've only really had that experience once or twice with programming or with programs, but I know you know a lot more of the inner
This is like
workings
coming from a software
stuff.
engineer. Never
Right,
update.
That's
Don't
what
do
I
it.
mean.
If it's not broken, don't do it.
It's just gonna bloat out the program apparently, and probably make things function less good. I do remember my first fuck around with updates though. I was using iTunes for a time, and I was using it to burn CDs and all that. And there was an update. There used to be a nice big easy icon up in the upper right corner for burn CD. Real nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
You set up your tracks on the CD, whatever. Put a CD in, you hit burn CD, and it just goes. And then all of a sudden, one of the updates completely removed it and like buried it in the freaking menus up there somewhere.
See? That's what you get for updating.
I know. Like, I wish we could go back to that. It was just like 2003 or something like that.
Wait, how do we get over there? I want that.
Is that a door? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a prick job. They know you can see the treasure, so it knows that you want to go through there. Prick job.
It seems like you have to like fall through the top or something.
Maybe. There you go.
D circuit.
Dick circuit.
100%. I don't know what I'm doing. Fantastic.
So we're at part 9. Do you think we're more than halfway through? We only made it to part 16 or 17 for Final Fantasy VI.
You know what? Maybe we're getting there, because 22 hours, 23 hours.
Well, okay.
Talk to your stupid son? Where's your stupid son at?
Stupid son!
Maybe this is how.
You don't even get to see him, he's so stupid.
Unfortunate.
Started playing The Witcher again. Trying to get through that damn game for once and for all.
It's quite a long game.
It is, and it's super talky, and like usually I don't mind that, but this one kind of gets to me because they really like. I mean, I know it's based off books, so there's a whole lot of info that you can put in, and they do. You learn so much stuff about characters that you never see again. So like, there's no reason to care. Find myself skipping a lot of the dialogue scenes, like not letting them speak, just try to like quick read it and skip through the dialogue because most of it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's kind of what I don't like. Like if I start zoning out mid dialogue, it's like, oh god, it's like a bad book.
Right. But like the main story is pretty cool.
Stop it, kid.
Heights can kill you.
No, I can't.
Yes, they can. Gravity sucks.
Whoa, penguin coat.
Looks like everybody likes that one. Does it make you look like a penguin, or is it made of penguin?
I feel like maybe it's slang for something. That's unfortunate. They just skinned a bunch of penguins and they're selling them.
I mean, that's how they do with all the other animal furs that are sold.
That's true. I mean, it's not like we have baby seal coat.
Someone does.
No one does. Human coat.
Someone's got that.
Yikes.
Definitely someone's got that. Or has had that at some point. Maybe not right now. There's a current owner of a human coat.
Prior to their arrest.
Sure. But I would wager that someone owned a human coat well before there was actual laws invented.
Oh, I mean, if you go back far enough,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
penguin, that thing. This is good. What about hats? No penguin hat?
Hop. Hop.
What are these guys like?
Why are they walking in place? Are they drunk? They look like they're drunk.
And drunkards. Get me out of here. Warm-up exercises in the gear?
Okay.
Be more like that guy, just jump off. Just went off there.
That's a hell of a dive.
Get out of here.
So if I end up moving to Tucson, the next snake that I actually want to buy, whether or not I move there or not, or that's redundant, whether or not I move there, it's endemic to the area, so I might be able to just find one.
You're just gonna go roam around outside and hope you find the proper snake?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna like. Well, maybe one or two times I'd probably go out actually.
Oh shit!
I
don't want to play these guys.
like whenever I go camping, probably I'd like keep on the lookout for reptiles and stuff to capture or whatever, or just to at least like see. But I assume that since they're from that area, that they're really cheap in the pet stores too. Kind of do want to catch some scorpions though. Some scorpers.
Easier to catch at night?
I don't know if they're easier to catch at night or not.
They glow in the dark, don't they? Sort of.
Oh, they don't glow in like normal lighting. It's
not
fluorescent
normal lighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shine some light around it.
I don't know if it's all scorpions or not. I think it might be just a couple species, but I'd have to look up on that. But yeah, if I had like a portable blacklight with me, that would really make things easier.
Yeah, because presumably you'd be able to see them.
True. That's a good idea too
also,
for
you're
camping.
Probably just gonna get stung.
Probably what?
You're just gonna get stung.
Stung? Yeah, whatever. Most scorpions can't kill you. Hey, CX Spirit.
Is that spam?
That looks like spam. What are you talking about here, Ocean Man? Makes some sense. This Twitter meme? I don't know what that is. I trust you.
It's relevant. We'll go with it. Oh, how did this guy get here? Stowaway.
Big Joe goes where he wants.
He does.
We're men of the fucking sea and stuff. Arr.
Get in there.
Yeah, if I remembered that we were on a sea boat, I'd have drank some rum instead of whiskey. But
A sea boat?
It does. Yeah, boat on the sea.
Versus other boats?
Lake boat.
What?
There's lake boats.
Lake boat, sea boat, ocean boat.
Jacket coat.
Airboat.
Yeah, those exist in these games.
That'd be an idea. There should just be one term for it, just different concepts. Space boat.
Totally. The captain is a badass. He's the best character in the game.
Captain Walrus? Why, yes.
I once got into an argument with somebody because, like, I briefly forgot that berries are fruit, technically. I was like, berries are their own classification. They don't grow on a tree. It's not fruit. And then like, I was proven, like, I was wrong. I realized that because I looked it up because people were like, no, that's not true. Berries are fruit. And I'm like, all right, this is some bullshit. I hate the way that English works. We should be calling it, if you just call them all fruit, you know, like tree fruit and bush fruit.
Bush fruit.
So I vowed that day to forever call berries bush fruit around the person that I got into the argument with, just so that they'd piss them off.
That's ridiculous. Go, boat, go!
Trucking along. Now it's a land boat.
Land boat, sand boat. Oh, God.
Oh, I guess it only really is a beach boat, huh?
That thing looks catastrophic. It's like they didn't finish it.
No kidding. Oh my God, you're right. It looks like proto, like model.
Yeah. Ow.
Did they spell Griffin right, or is there multiple spellings? They spelled it Griffon.
Well, they probably just wanted to be different.
Okay. Makes it look like they just spelled something wrong.
It's like Devon being Devon.
Okay.
It won't die!
Pretty big.
Game part can't hit shit. It's almost dead.
Is there any way to see the enemy's HP?
Not that I'm aware of.
You know what would be cool for RPGs of this nature? Rather than being able to see exactly what the HP is, and it doesn't even really have to be an ability that anyone has. It just could be a feature of the game where the enemy, and maybe even also your characters could do this too, but you can also see their HP. They like physically just get worse and worse looking. Like they look like they're about to collapse, and then they do, because they look like shit, because they got, you know.
Well, the enemies here, they'll like hunker down if they're low.
Do they? I have not noticed that.
That's because they pretty much die immediately afterwards.
Oh.
But yeah.
But I mean, like, more stages of that. Like, you got the ready for fight, undamaged, and then, you know, slight damage, and then more damage, halfway damage, 3/4, and then critical.
It's not that advanced.
Yeah, like, I've never seen any kind of RPG that has those, like, that amount of stages to the animation. Because that would be, like, if it was good enough, it could be a good indication of where you are in the fight, even boss fights.
I suppose
and you don't have to worry about, like metagaming and having, like, ridiculously, like, arbitrary knowledge of how many hit points they have left.
Ubicore, what's up, man?
Hey, welcome back, dude.
Hey, there's something behind here.
'Tis not but the wind.
For 3 plates? Well, find 3 plates and put them in there.
Oh, so what I was just saying was, wouldn't it be cool? You recorded and catch what I was saying. Wouldn't it be cool as instead of your characters knowing like how much HP your enemies have left, like because it's pretty arbitrary in metagame. Wouldn't it be better if there was like 4 or 5 stages to the enemy's appearance, so that you could just see the damage take place and see how close they are, their posture, stance, all that kind of stuff.
Oh shit!
And physical damage until they keel over. What happened now?
I don't know if you saw what this kid said.
No.
Remember this bell, right, from the sewers, where you rang the bell and the monster came over?
Yeah.
So it
Dad's
says
bell.
I think that monster was his kid's dad.
Holy shitballs.
Okay, let's just not tell him that dead and we killed him.
We'll keep that under wraps. Yeah, I think it would be a cool mechanic because like a lot of RPG games, they force you to cast a spell or have a certain item equipped so that you can see the HP that they have left. If you could just physically see your opponent, in the state that they're in, you could probably gauge how close they are to dying.
Fun picture book. What is it, like a porno mag?
Oh, cool.
Items we get.
Ubicore says Xenosaga reminds him of FF10, the fight system.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which FF10's probably got my very favorite fight system in all of Final Fantasy. I think it's very good.
Alright, I think we're done here for now.
It's a pretty big world map.
I want to understand why the gear shortcut doesn't work. Back.
I can look up the controls. L2 plus R2.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh. Maybe your L2 and R2 buttons aren't working. Old controller.
It is an old controller. Tower of Blabble.
Blabble? Oh, Babble. Yeah, it sure does put an emphasis on doing the best move for the time instead of just fight. And that's what you have to avoid with these types of games, and I think it does it very well. That is a huge tower.
Yeah, that place sucks.
Good lord! And it's from the view of you and your gears too. That only really adds like 30 feet, but that's like fucking huge.
Get him.
Ellie's HP is still scary, it's frighteningly low. Bard's is a lot higher than that. Have you just not healed him or something? Or shouldn't it be higher?
I think it should be.
Okay. Must have got
Let's see what
up at some point.
Oh no.
Do you have to go into the ship just to get to your menu? Ugh.
Well, I guess you have to have a button to go into the ship, so that makes sense.
There's more buttons than it's not like it's a Nintendo controller.
There's only 2 buttons. Yeah, 5800, 64, 64. So they're just beat up.
I see.
I mean, we could go all the way down to the gear hangar and get those things fixed.
If it's not necessary, then
so
we should
far away.
not fucking waste the time, I suppose.
Honestly, knowing my luck, it's probably necessary. There's gonna be some boss fight.
Oh god. Okay, fine, fair enough.
It doesn't mean I want to do it. Too lazy. Oh, damn it. What is that?
What is that? Is that a robot or a monster?
Oh, it just heals you automatically. So, didn't hurt it at all.
Well, that's both good and scary, whatever we're facing. So, Yukikor, I've heard some really good stuff about Shin Megami Tensei, but I've never played them. And Persona, I've never played those either. But yeah, I've heard some cool stuff about them. They're definitely weird, as far as I know. You played them, Ben?
Persona, yeah. Shin Megami, I played one.
There's like 1,000 of those games.
There's a lot. There was supposed to be one that was like extra hard, and apparently that's the one that I played.
Excellent, that's my style. Earthbound inspired, huh? It seemed that way anyway. I never played Earthbound either, but I think I would like it if I did. I've seen it enough to know that I think I would like it.
Yeah, Earthbound, I haven't played it.
Too busy playing Chrono Trigger as a kid.
Earthbound, like, I never really got into it. I think when it came out, I remember what it looked like and having Nintendo Power at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this game just looks weird. Like, right, I didn't like the art style, and it looked goofy.
Like, I had the same feeling too, but apparently we were like assholes because it's apparently a really good game.
Yeah, apparently it's like the best thing ever made.
I watched the Angry Video Game Nerds video on it, his review, and like, it does seem like a really good game, but it doesn't seem as good as everyone seemed to hype it up to be.
So that didn't sell it to me either. I watched that and I was like, I still don't want to play it.
Right, like, I am more prepared to play it now that I've seen it, but I still don't think it's going to blow my fucking brain out or something like that. Yeah, it was apparently the biggest reason why it flopped Ubicore was because of the marketing for it. It just wasn't very good or strong, and it had like weird gross out marketing where like they had like scratch and sniff, like, bad smelly things, and they lit like one of the slogans for the advertisements was literally "This game stinks." So, like, yeah, they didn't make very good decisions in the marketing aspect.
It has a weird cult following, though.
It really does. Sure does go for thousands now. Even a boxed copy, like in a complete opened boxed copy, goes for hundreds of dollars. pretty sure just a regular copy of the game without the box goes for hundreds of dollars too, just less hundreds.
Anything to burgle?
Always things.
Maybe not.
Oh. Can't steal from the church today.
Get in there. There they go. Nope, we're going this way. No. Okay, guess not. All these other places seem more important than visiting Faye. That's okay. That's just arbitrary wrong way. Can't go that way. Fine. Just
Little
do whatever
asshole
you
makes
want.
you go. I know, right? Let's do all the things that you want to do.
Whoa, this is different.
Oh yeah, that took a turn.
And how did he get down here? Locked. They got this place locked out.
They keep God in there. Brain death.
Pretty much. It's all your fault.
You're bad and you should feel bad. I'm pretty sure when someone's in a coma longer longer than like a day and stuff, they need like machines hooked up to them, right? To like live. Take care of their fluids.
Need like some kind of IV to feed you.
like fluids and like waste disposal. Like in some cases, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be alive without a breathing machine if you're in a coma. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how comas work, but I think that like can be part of it.
Looks like Faye's breathing on his own, so it's a good sign.
He's just sleeping.
And
fucking
you
lazy
can't be asleep
bastard.
for 5 days without
Like
eating.
past noon, get your life together. Wake up.
Well, this guy's not very friendly.
Bastard. Never. Have to burgle.
No treasures in here. They have nothing to steal.
Why would anyone even want to be in there if there's nothing to take? Fuck that place.
What's the point of even going in here? We go in here? Yeah. No, we've not. Ooh, I want to go there.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It doesn't look like you can get to where you want to go from there.
Doesn't seem like it. Must be a different route. Yeah, this place is massive. A barracks of sorts. Curse those reapers.
Bastards. I guess if that door on the right at the end of the hall connects to 3 other rights at the end of a hall, it will take you to that spot. It'll just make one big square.
It's probably not this way, but we'll finish exploring this way. Well, okay then.
Well, you're alive.
Yikes. I think those people need counseling.
They've seen some shit.
Yeah. Some shit went down.
Oh, now you're on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not the way to the...
Well, if this place makes any sense, it should be another corridor that takes us up there. Let's just finish talking with these idiots.
Verlaine. What a name.
How come he gets his own name?
I don't know.
Let's see what's over here.
He earned it with the church.
Oh, this is Pontiff's room. Get out. In there already. Seems like it would be, like, here.
Just one level up? Oh, yeah, it looks like there is a thing.
Well, all the bookshelves also look like that, so I don't know if that means anything.
Oh.
Or cabinets, whatever you want to call these things.
It looks like a bookshelf cabinet, actually. It looks like there's books behind that cabinet door.
It's a hybrid.
It doesn't make much sense. I guess if they're like super old books that you don't want to get dusty.
It's the library. Tons of books.
There's a catwalk.
We might have passed by it.
I've never seen it. Like turn in a circle and you can't, and you'll see it. These guys have a real boner for this Babel Tower.
They love
Talking about it talking about it all the time.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool if we could read some of those books.
There's enough reading in this game.
You have a good point.
Speaking of reading, I need to get back into... Oh, no. I need to get back into reading it. I stopped reading it for a long time, and I'm still, like, in the beginning part of the book.
So, like, first 200 pages?
The first 300.
Like, they haven't even gone back to Derry yet, have they?
No, they have not. They have not. So they may be at Derry by page 300. I'm not. I think. I can't exactly remember. I know that I'm past 100 for sure. But they are. They just finished with calling all the. Mike Hanlon just finished calling all the adults.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask. Did Mike call everyone yet?
Yeah. I just finished the end of that bit. Bill Denbrow was the last guy to be called, and his was kind of the longest scenario for that. So I guess that was last, but it's done with. Now I can read more.
Wow,
that's a lot of food.
Can we operate it? Okay.
Jump in it.
That would be pretty funny. I can't jump in it.
Can't make people soup.
It's people! It's people!
Megalovania is the best game track composed in the past 10 years. Is that one of the tracks from this game?
Oh, yeah, I want to know what that is. What is that? Teach us.
Oh, it's from Undertale.
Oh, okay.
I've never played that game.
Neither have I.
Put
it
on
the list.
Honestly. Yeah, why not?
Let's look into it. What can
I
you
don't
tell
know
us
much
about that game?
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
Bask
in its glory.
Wow. Well, I listened to a couple seconds of the song just now that he sent us. It's pretty rocking.
Excellent.
I like it.
What system is the game for? Or is it modern?
I think it's one of the modern ones. It's probably for everything.
Ooh. RPG?
Oh, this is not what I thought it was. I thought this was something else. Let me see here. Well, it's for Switch, it's for PC, PS4, and PS Vita.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, Switch.
It is an RPG. It's it's got that old school 8-bit look to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought this was something totally different. Like I don't know what this is, but it does look cool. And if it's got music like that, I'm in.
What's with this game and weighing people? I don't want to get weighed.
It looks like it was made pretty much by one person.
Oh.
Toby Fox. So
he's definitely piqued my interest with this game.
Yeah. And it's got a 4.8 rating on Google.
Jesus. On Google?
I think it's pulling its stats from Steam.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no. It says it's 10 out of 10 on Steam, and then further down in the Google search that I did, it says 4.8 out of. Yeah, I guess it's from. Why would people on Google rate a video game?
You can rate anything.
All right, whatever.
How much does it go for on Steam?
Let me see. $9, $10.
Wow.
So
I'm buying this.
If you want the soundtrack bundle, it's $17.99.
Is the soundtrack on Spotify? Could be.
I don't know. I shall see. Yep. Sure is.
Boom shocks.
There's a lot of music for it too, it looks like.
Excellent.
Apparently if we stream it, we have to be careful because the community is crazy. Oh, because of spoilers. Well, we can get a moderator involved or something and strictly moderate that shit.
It's the Robo mod.
Give them a gigantic banhammer.
I think on this one we have spoilers allowed.
Yeah, for the games that we're
Which,
playing that we've
honestly,
already played before.
yeah, I don't think you have much ground to stand on if you're complaining about spoilers from a game from 1999.
Right. I mean, I feel like even if this was our first playthrough for this game, it would be okay. But for the most part, all these games that we're playing, we've played them before. One of us at least knows all of the game, so spoilers are fine. And it encourages audience participation, in my opinion, because it's like, hey, don't forget that one thing, like, oh yeah, we will.
That one thing.
And a lot of times for this game in particular, we've had a lot of helpful tips that we didn't know about already.
We did.
But if you say this game in particular is, it's probably, I'm sure it's better without spoilers. So we would put that what is it, tag on the video for no spoilers and strictly enforce that shit.
I think people are pretty good about it.
I would hope so.
It just goes back to what I was saying yesterday about opinions.
What?
It's like, if I want your opinion, I'll just beat it out of you.
One of my favorite quotes from the show Friends is from Joey. It's like he said someone he's being his typical Joey self. He doesn't understand idioms and stuff. He said something was a moo point. And they're like, moo? You mean moots? He's like, no, moo. A moo point. It's from a cow. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's moo. And it's like, that's pretty much the definition of a moot point. It's just wrong.
So good. You should use that and just be adamant that it is moo.
Like, what do you think? Do you think a cow's moo means something? No. What you just said is a moo point.
You're not wrong. You're also not quite right. How did you miss? There's something seriously wrong with Bart. He can't do shit.
Well, you don't really need to use whips to hit an enemy that small on the ground. You just stomp on it.
Hold on, we have to take a look at his gear, because he's really, really bad. It's like he's blind.
Yeah, there's certain fan bases.
Well,
you gotta be wary of certain fan bases.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like you should be able to expect people to use their head. Like, hey, maybe I should mention it here.
Yeah, but then there's that old argument that any group of people, any fan base of people, has idiots within it, and they're the loudest.
That's true.
Spoil it for everyone.
I generally have very low expectations of people, and it serves me well.
That would serve you well. Yeah, that's a thing too for games, especially if they know all the endings of which one is best. It's kind of hard to keep quiet about that unless you're prepared to. Oh, what was up with Bart? I didn't actually get a look at what you did.
I gave him something that adds a little bit more response. I don't know if that helps with accuracy. Definitely doesn't. What?
Hopefully.
How did that kid get out here? Can we go over there? That was weird.
Or Painage. Ah!
Wait.
Does
I think we
that mean something?
Intercept them. What are you talking about?
Does that mean something?
That kid running by?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Get him!
If I go any further out, I'll exit. Come on. Where are you?
Motherfucker. There he is. Grab him.
Oh.
Oh, you're boring.
That was useless.
Cut that hair, hippie. So it would reduce your air drag. That's fun.
Oh. How's that kid that heavy?
Yeah. Why is any of this here?
Probably to do this.
Such
Mechanics
fun.
are busted.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
That's-
last stream we were talking about how we noticed that there wasn't too much like fan lore. We were trying to find out if there was ever any names to Wiseman and Graf's gear.
That's
but
right. Yeah, I couldn't find
seems like they're
anything
just
on
unnamed.
that. Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, you'd think if something was popular enough by this time, it's been out since '99. You say,
I guess like 98, 97, but yeah.
Whenever, but it's long enough to have some fan canon at the very least.
Well, and even from like the creators, like
Yeah, that'd
if
be
they
nice
came out
too.
with, because there was that Xenogears anthology book thing. I forgot what it was called.
Maybe that has the info in it and nobody put it online.
Yeah, if the gears had names.
Yeah. Do you know?
I mean, its gear sort of has a name. It's not very creative, but it's a name.
What is it?
System id.
Oh. Whatever.
Or Slayer of God. But I guess that's more of like a title. For a task achieved? I don't know.
Why not? Guy's got creepy eyes. Like huge saucer 100-yard stare eyes.
Billy?
Yeah. If you know them, yeah, tell us, CX Spirit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know the whole story. I've never seen the whole game, but Ben does.
Well, though it's been several years and years since I've played this.
Brain degeneration has kicked in, and maybe 80% has been retained.
Oh, that's generous. I was gonna say 80% was lost.
Oh no. I guess that was generous.
But degenerative brain disease.
He was creepy then, he's creepy now.
Sounds like a plan. I was just gonna say that.
Weren't you gonna get yourself a drink?
I was. Alcohol causes and fixes headaches. The solution to and cause of all life's problems.
It's up to you, CX Spirit, if you want to tell us. I suppose. I mean, because like we said, spoilers are okay. I don't really mind if it's spoiled or not. Like, I'm still going to enjoy the things that happen.
Yeah, and it'll give us a line of conversation and stuff we can talk about. And it's entirely possible that I've completely forgotten this, and it's going to sound like totally new information. Where did he come from?
He's always there. Just lurking in the background.
He's a lurker. What do you need?
I knew he was a ghost. He walked right through her.
Please don't go searching through other people's rooms. That's exactly why I went in here.
That is the entire point of all RPGs.
Also, we never got those treasures from that room at the Ethos.
Damn it, you're right.
Ooh, Uncle Stone looks stoned.
I wonder if he's got a nephew Pebble. CX
So Wiseman Gear is not mentioned in any official capacity.
Original Weltall.
But it shows. But it shows Wiseman's gear once, right? It kind of has like these Batwing-like things.
It seemed to, I think, as far as I remember.
Because Graf's gear was all red with giant kneecaps / shins, or like red and black. And then Graf's gear, or Wiseman's gear, was all black.
Was it black?
I think so. But I think they've only really shown it once. It was kind of like swooping in and it, I don't know, saved Ellie or saved someone.
Save the day, Betty.
Graph's gear looks like it has giant bat wings.
Ah. It doesn't really look kind of like your Veltal. If it's the original Veltal, did they change the design of it very much? Because I don't remember seeing it.
Wise Man's gear? I don't recall seeing it.
He says it's nondescript, but, you know, whatever.
But I mean, like, Wise Man is Graph.
Oh.
They're just schizophrenic as hell.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Well,
I
okay.
remember there being something with that. I am glad that we're playing this game again, because it does have a really good story, and I would like to re-remember it.
Shit.
Even if it is for a brief period, until the
Right.
degenerative brain disease takes over again.
I mean, I thought I had the whole story of It by Stephen King in my head, and then and it was basically flawless. But like as I'm rereading it, there are things that I forgot about.
Well, I mean, that book only needs to be 10 pages.
Shut up! It's just not. It only needs to be as long as a Goosebumps.
Optimal story length.
I want to read the uncut, like just all like the raw notes for the book,
God.
and all the rough drafts and like the extra 3,000 pages of shit that never made it in. I want it. You know there is an abridged version of The Stand. It's like 900 pages instead of 1,300 or something.
1,300?
Yeah, but I had you read the non-abridged version.
Just forced it on me.
Yes.
Watched over me with a whip while I read it.
Read!
Nothing's worth this. Kill me!
You're gonna get to the trash can man soon. He's awesome.
Actually, that's totally worth it. The trash can man saves it.
Oh my god, he gets really screwed over in the book, way more so than in the show or the miniseries. Do you know they're making another one, right?
I feel like I heard something about that.
Yeah, it was. I think it was for Netflix, but I'm pretty sure that the filming got delayed because of all this bullshit. But it's supposed to be awesome.
Wait, but is it a series or a movie?
I will check. I think it was supposed to be a series.
I hope they cast someone cool for Randall Flagg.
I think they did at the time. I think it was a Skarsgård.
Because like in the original movie, whatever the name of the actor was that played Randall Flagg, like he was perfect.
He was so good. I'm gonna have a hard time seeing anybody else in that role. Okay,
I still just remember that scene clearly where I guess he's in prison or in jail.
Oh yeah,
and he like folds his fingers backwards to like get the key.
They go up and over into a fist. It's so like freaky. and it was like a really good effect too. Oh my god!
It didn't look crappy.
I think what it was somebody had a hand out, like a real hand, with a glove over their hand to make it look like it was the back of their hand.
Yeah.
And then they just closed their hand. Because like with those effects in the 1994, they couldn't have done that with computers at all to make it look as good as it did. Yeah. So we got let's see, Whoopi Goldberg's gonna be Mother Abigail.
Whoa!
Yeah. I'm looking for Randall Flagg. Yeah, it's Alexander Skarsgård. Is Randall Flagg. James Marsden, Stu Redman, Jovan Adipo is Larry Underwood. I don't know who either of those people are. Amber Heard is Nadine. I know the name, but I don't know where she's in. I just checked and I don't know any of these movies. Let's see here. Brad William Hank is Tom Cullen. Don't know him.
Who's the trash can man?
Oh, that's a good idea. That's an excellent question. Hang on. I don't see a trash can man. What the fuck?
He's kind of a critical opponent.
Yeah. Maybe they haven't gotten to the part where they need to cast him yet?
The casting isn't even done yet.
No, I mean, like, it's going to be a mini-series. So maybe, like, it's... Because he doesn't get introduced until a long time. Maybe they're not even, like, there yet, so they need to cast him. Excuse me. Although maybe they use his, like, actual person name instead of Trash Can Man.
I don't remember what his name was.
It was Edbert or something like that. I'll know it when I see it, if I see it. But no, it doesn't look like the role has been cast. Excuse me.
Gosh.
It doesn't look like the role is there. So I guess we'll see. Honestly, there's a lot of characters in here that are missing, so I'm pretty sure that it's just not all listed yet, or maybe even they haven't even gotten to the point. Maybe like they're not even funded to do that season yet.
Is there any preliminary dates on when it's supposed to get released? And
let's see. Like, looks like they got 10 episodes, like ready to go. I think, but no release dates here.
Sigurd's
It just says 2020.
Okay.
Skarsgård's probably a good choice for Randall Flagg. Like, those guys are pretty creepy. But I really do think the guy who played him originally really captured the book version of Randall Flagg really well. Probably him and the Trash Can Man from the original series or mini-series are the best casting choices.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely remember them the most.
Yeah, the closest to that, to how they were in the book. Really, really good. There was definitely problems to be, or not problems, but just differences between the characters in the movie versus in the book for like all the other characters.
He's a tactical genius. I think it goes a bit more into Jesse's backstory, doesn't it? They introduced a few parallels with how he knows Sigurd and Satan.
And
he was at Jugend with the rest of them.
There's more to this person than meets the eye. But
Well, I think it kind of shows, like, Jesse is able to think for himself, whereas Billy really just drinks the Kool-Aid of the ethos.
It kind of seems
And
that
he
way. He's
doesn't
more of a free
question
thinker,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, doesn't question anything. Or at least
That's
not at the moment.
That's definitely the face of a zombie drone. On Billy. I dig all the collar and poofiness he's got in his clothes. Ooh, be right back. I need to get another cube.
You do that. Oh, good call. I actually didn't pay much attention to that. I remember that line, but I didn't think much of it.
All right. Pretty observant of you, CX Spirit. How many times have you been through this game?
He didn't? Wait, which time do you mean when he left? Over yonder. Where?
For yonder. Yonder is vague.
There he is.
Ben, you've only played through this once or twice, right?
At most twice. Like through the entire story, yeah. But I think the last time I played this would have been, geez, at least 10 years ago.
Yeah. Did you play it on your real system, or did you emulate it?
No, on my real system.
Damn straight. If only you were playing it on a CRT.
There's no need for that.
Yes, there is. The game wouldn't look nearly as bad to you as it does to us and CX Spirit.
So, I think I came across that Xenopedia. There was the Japanese book that was released, and I only saw like an English translation of it as a PDF. Read the Perfect Works English. Yep, yeah, that's the one.
Ah.
That was a really cool thing.
That's probably the closest and best thing we have to that fan lore thing that I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Or fan and/or producer, creator lore.
I think I still have it on my PC somewhere. I'll look for it and I can send it over to you.
Cool. I ought to try and find that. I might still have it somewhere, but if not, I could just download it again. The old PDF file I had for the the FF6 player's guide that I had.
The Japanese one?
No, it wasn't Japanese, but it was the one that I had as a kid. It was just really freaking good, with really cool artwork, and it guides you through the game really well. But I mean, I had read that game, that magazine, or well, player's guide. It was like a soft cover book, with like color printed pages. But like I would flip through it all the time just to look at the artwork. He's getting sharp. That's some cool stuff. I assume that I will understand that as the game continues. But I'm always a big fan of big stuff that's new and original. That doesn't really, you don't really see that kind of a thing, and whether it be just in a culture because of a culture, or it just hasn't been done before.
Yeah, I remember never quite understanding that stuff, the connection with the Zohar and Bay. I should put more effort into it.
Kid learned how to use a gun pretty early.
Well, that's when his dad disappeared.
Oh no. Well, excellent. Yeah, hopefully you are around when that comes up, because a lot of this shit is really weird and like kind of hard to understand. If you can
I think it all makes sense,
it.
but you just have to keep. There's like certain nuances, and so you have to pick up on certain things and remember seemingly insignificant things at the time that they were mentioned.
Right, and like I'm kind of like not always paying attention to the text because I'm looking at the stream or looking something up. So like I'm definitely gonna miss a lot of things here and there. This is exactly the right music for this scene.
Yikes.
Why did they use these sprites? Yeah, it looked pretty bad. I was hoping Thriller would start playing though. Laziness. So I was telling Ben before we started that I hadn't had whiskey on the rocks or like whiskey or hard liquor at all, like that hasn't been mixed into a cocktail with like soda or something. I was a little worried that I might not like this, so that I'd be like too bitey, too much to handle. I haven't had a single problem. This tastes awesome.
Yeah, Maker's is all right.
Maybe the times I'm remembering that I tried it before and didn't really like it, it wasn't that great of whiskey. Like I just had the wrong whiskey.
Oh, so some terrible accident changed him.
That's how it be in these games. Everybody's having a big pivotal moment where everything changes for them, or they lose their damn memory, or they friggin' awaken a power within them they never knew they had.
Oh,
I'm a dream. That's gonna happen too.
It's pending. Soon.
Anime, man. Freaking anime. I like it though. It's totally fun. Lydia finally came out of her water bowl. It's been hot in here. My snake's been like just sitting in its water all day, every day.
Too hot.
Yeah, I feel bad. I can't make it any cooler in there for her. Summer's almost over. The funny thing is about moving to a hotter state than Denver is that places that are hotter than this or San Diego or whatever, they have really good air conditioning, like standard. like most places just have central air like forever. and so like in the middle of the summer, your house isn't terribly hot because you have that really good AC.
Yeah, like my place gets warm, but like you said, there's just AC and it's really good. Yeah. I turn it on in like 5 minutes, it's good.
Right. I don't have an air conditioner in my room, and the one in the living room is one of those shitty ones that you stick in your window. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't even work very well. So yeah, like it's not super hot here. It does get kind of hot, but it's really bad in the summer in my room. Which my snake is in. Why?
I think because he's still in the coma.
Make him fight. It'll make him wake up. Stick him in danger. It's like when Piccolo threw Gohan at the mountain and he freaked out and destroyed it. You gotta put him in danger.
It dries the air while it cools it, yeah.
Yep, sure does. That technology connections dude that I've talked about a few times before on YouTube, he's got a video on how AC works and stuff like that, and like the difference between central cooling and swamp coolers and stuff like that. They work totally differently, and he makes really boring, like minutia information somehow, like nerdy information somehow pretty fun to grasp. I don't know why. Like he's just got a presence.
Learning about AC does seem kind of boring.
It does seem kind of boring, but for some reason he's just like I can listen to him speak about whatever. Like that one video you watched, it was pretty interesting, right? And it was just about the color brown.
Oh yeah.
He even joked about how boring of a subject matter brown is, like on paper. Like when you
weird topics, but interesting.
Get into it, yeah. Go wake up Faye. Drop some water on him. Hold his nose.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I'm 36, and some of that stuff is really, for some stupid reason, like actually interesting. Well, Ben watches car porn. I've seen it. What's that channel where they're just building cars in like super sterile conditions?
What?
The one that you showed me a video of, like this dude assembling like an engine or something in this, like it almost looked like lab clean, but it was a big garage.
So that was the AMG factory in Germany. So it was the step-by-step process of like one mechanic building one of the AMG V12 motors.
Mm-hmm. And it had like no dialogue or anything. It was just like 4K, really nicely shot video of a dude just doing his job. And it just looks awesome. It's like total car assembly porn.
Whatever it was like the 5.5 liter V12s. Just a massive motor.
It looked awesome. I watch a lot of this one YouTube channel called SciShow. It's like a bunch of just little science facts here and there. And they've got different offshoots. They have SciShow Space, SciShow Psych, and some other stuff. And yeah, obviously, like the space one has a bunch of space facts, and the Psych one has a bunch of psychology facts. And yeah, they're just fun to watch. You feel like you're learning something as you watch a bunch of crap on YouTube. Hell yeah! He's rootin' tootin'.
Pew pew.
He's got the what the fuck? What's his name? What's his name? In the stance.
Yamazaki.
Yamazaki stance. He's got the Ikaza going on.
He's ready for, what was it, Snake Fist?
He's ready to slap a bitch.
Slaps people. God, I love Yamazaki.
He's a ridiculous character. Holy shit, he just pulled out an elephant gun. And shoots from the knee. Like his arm when you get ripped off. There's this other YouTube channel that I've seen. Oh man. Yeah, he needs some work. What was I saying?
Yikes, he needs help too.
There's this other YouTube channel I've seen. I can't actually remember what it's called because I haven't watched it in a while, but they take like swords from nerd shit, or like something that you could blacksmith from a nerd thing and make it in real life. So they made like the Trunks sword from Dragon Ball Z.
I think I saw something similar to that.
Yeah.
They made like Cloud's Buster Sword.
Yeah, I think is the same dudes that I'm talking about, because I think I've seen that episode too. And they just take you by a step-by-step process of how they smith it from raw ores, I think, from in general.
Yeah, I don't know what they made it out of.
It was definitely like real metal work.
God, is this gonna go?
Shell bell.
Nap time.
Oh my god, all of them. Ow! That's a great stance.
It's so strange.
graboid killer gun. Is that supposed to be a hood on her head or like a shell, like a hermit crab?
I thought it was a shell.
It kind of looks like a shell.
Like it's almost like a funky nautilus.
But with like a severed human head.
Something like that.
I like it.
Is this a Bhutan? Yikes.
Meat locker.
That's filthy.
Time for some Rocky training.
I don't think we're supposed to touch these things.
What are those?
I don't remember,
Wow.
but I feel like they did something good.
Okay.
Or I'm terribly wrong.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
No, maybe not. I'm just wrong.
Hell of a saucer. Damn it, why does such a crappy character have to be so cool?
I like it.
Yeah? I think it's creepy.
It's kind of weird. Satan is like an HP machine. Like, look how
Apparently.
disproportionate he is in terms of HP.
And like, he does really good damage too. He's like as good as Faye. Yay!
Damn it!
What? Oh!
Insane amounts of damage.
I do like his attacks.
Wow.
That was funny. Save us!
Survival tent.
Oh yeah!
Hold on. Let me pour myself something.
All right, about time. I'll just have a sip of this Maker's Mark. So hey, CX Spirit, how far would you say we're through for this game? We've been trying to figure out like if we're at the halfway point or if we're you know, approaching it still. Because for Final Fantasy VI, we got up to part 16 or 17, and we're already on part 9 here. So I'm just kind of wondering where we're at. What up? What'd you get?
Some Talisker.
Talisker?
Mm-hmm.
Is it whiskey?
Scotch, but yes.
Oh.
Whiskey.
That's not whiskey, it's scotch.
It's just whiskey.
Snob.
Talisker 18. About halfway through. Yeah, that's kind of what we assumed.
Yeah, I was looking for confirmation. You said you like scotch more than any other kind of whiskey, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I usually stick with bourbon. I think this is bourbon. Yeah, it's Kentucky bourbon. Yeah. I'll have to try scotch next time to see the differences. Because I know I've had scotch
there's
before, but I've
so many.
just...
Like, you would have to try and various scotches.
You couldn't, like, say broadly what differences between scotch and bourbon are?
Broadly, I would say it's smoother.
Oh,
generally.
okay.
I mean, you could have a very young scotch, like something that's a 10-year. And that would probably have a kind of
more of
similar palate or like bite if you say to a bourbon.
Okay.
Which I don't know. Like, I mean, it's all preference of what flavor one likes.
Well, I'm interested to experiment because, I mean, like I said before, now I've been mixing it with like cola or juice or whatever, so you lose a lot of the subtle flavors. So like like now I'm interested in trying scotch on the rocks because I don't believe I've ever had that.
Yeah, I can definitely recommend a pretty good selection.
Cool.
So we could go from like very mild scotches to something super peaty, like campfire-y, peaty.
Is that the term for smoky?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, interesting. I don't think it's called smoky.
I don't know. I can call anything anything.
Yeah, whatever. What is anything?
Why is it locked?
Why is anything locked?
I mean, this looks like a thing over there. Why doesn't it open this thing? Oh, okay. Whoa.
That's a tight corridor.
Oh, it's just
a shower room.
Showers.
Must check
Item.
all. Might be item.
Cabin keys.
Well, that's interesting. Probably necessary.
I wish the cabin was better.
Yeah.
Treasure. A silver Barrett.
Hooray.
I know.
I know. I know you know.
I don't think you know that I do.
Oh no.
I mean, is it like a helmet? What does this thing do?
Helmut.
A helmet? I don't know what that thing is. Oops.
It's lost forever within your inventory. A lot of Japanese whiskeys are Scotch, aren't they?
No. The Japanese whiskeys are Japanese whiskeys. But, well, for a Scotch to be Scotch, it just has to come from Scotland. It's like champagne.
Well, yeah, so I knew that, but remember how I told you I've been watching a lot of that Irish people try stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'm having something confused with whiskey, but I feel like they had like an episode on Japanese liquors, and a lot of them said on the bottle that they came from Scotland. I think.
So a lot
I might
of
be remembering that wrong.
people that started Japanese distilleries, I think, either studied in Scotland or took very heavy influence from Scottish whiskeys.
Oh, okay.
So that's why if you ever try a Japanese whiskey, there'll be a lot of parallels with Scotch whiskey.
Okay, so that's what it is. It's very similar to Scotch because it's brewed the same, or brewed. It's still the same way, but it's not Scotch because it's not from Scotland.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Well, like the only reason Scotch is called Scotch is from Scotland.
Right. That makes sense to me.
Champagne is from Champagne.
Yeah. Sparkling like wine. Oh, you know what I just learned today? You remember Wayne's World 2 and Handsome Dan?
Yes!
You know the guy who actually was Handsome Dan, not the Mr. Scream?
What?
Like you see him in the... You know, like they go to the radio station and they see Mr. Scream and he's good looking, so they think he's Handsome Dan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then Handsome Dan's actually kind of like a doofy looking, like shorter guy. That dude, I never realized until today, he's the voice of like a lot of Simpsons characters.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Mint chip whiskey? My friend and I were just talking about something like that. There's a bar in San Francisco that we love, and it's a total dive bar. And we found it, there's an entire story to how we came across this. But I can get into it. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
But unlock it.
Do it.
But we were sitting. Anytime we go to that bar, it's a place you would walk past, and even if you were to look inside, it looks like a dive. So it's like you wouldn't be like, "Let's go in there." But every single time you go there, something crazy, like in a good way, happens. Like you have the most amazing time.
So, all right, that sounds fun.
But like people just won't believe you. Like you have to take someone there, and you're like, just wait, and like something insane will happen. You'll just have like the craziest night of your life in like a good and safe way. Like nothing bad has ever happened.
All right, well, that's interesting.
One time we were at that bar, and we were talking with the bartender, and for some reason, generally this involves like quite a bit of drinking. So like bits and pieces are fuzzy, but she wanted to give us this mint makers, which I've never seen before, and I think it came in like a green bottle.
Interesting.
And then there was only 2 shots
maybe it's
left.
for like Christmas or something.
I've never seen it before. There's only... Oh, it's check. And she wanted to... Okay. And so we were making fun of her. It's like, are you just trying to get rid of this so you can toss the bottle out? Because there was only like 2 shots left.
Sure.
And she's like, no, it's really good. And she's like, oh, you're just trying to get rid of it. She's like, fine, you can't have any. We're like, no, we'll take it.
Okay, she totally reverse psychology, your drunk asses.
Well, it was free.
It was free until it wasn't, and then you wanted it again.
Oh no, it was still free.
Oh.
And it was actually really good. But I've never been able to find that like mint makers anywhere.
I never thought that whiskey and mint flavor would go good together. I'll try it. Like I'm not averse to trying new things, especially if they're separately 2 things that I like. I'll never hesitate to combine them if it might be good. Let's see, we got a link here.
That actually sounds
God.
really interesting.
It does look like an oil can. That's awesome.
Oh, Stillhouse? I know that. Yeah, it comes in like old school looking oil cans.
It looks like.
And then the cap is sort of offset to the side like in an oil can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want one. I like mint leaves in a drink. Those are fun. Trump on a leaf. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I do like to try high quality stuff occasionally, like I am now. But I drink Pabst. I drink the champagne of beers. I drink anything that's cheap.
I don't think I have any champagne on hand, but I have some sparkling wine.
The champagne of beers is what? What even is that? Is it Coors? I think it is.
Budweiser? Coors? One of those.
It's Coors.
Coors?
I think.
I have some Coors Banquet.
That shit's good.
It is good.
Wait, no. It's Miller, I think. But no, I gotta look it up because I can't
Miller?
remember.
The champagne of beers? There was a whole controversy with it. It's the only beer company that's allowed to use that term.
It's Miller High Life.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I have part of a fucking 30-pack in my fridge still of Miller High Life.
It's like a lifetime supply.
A 30-pack is not a lifetime supply.
You're drinking it yourself. Well, I don't know, how many
it's...
beers do you go through at night? That's a lot of beers.
It does last a long time. I don't even know how long it lasts. I only have a few a night. There's 30 in there. But I mean, it's the cheapest way to buy a beer. Why would you buy it for more expensive if you're just gonna, I'm gonna drink it anyway. It's gonna be there. When I run out, I'm gonna buy more. So you might as well just fucking buy as much as you can for the lower price. But on the other hand, I do drink crappy beer. So like, I don't know. I could stand to mix and match a little more, like, because I get stuck with, one kind of beer until it's gone.
Never apologize, Roy.
I'm not really apologizing, I'm just mincing words. But it would lend towards more variety if I did buy things like buy the 12-pack or the 6-pack, because then I wouldn't be just stuck with one kind of beer until I bought another kind, because I usually don't buy the same kind twice.
I actually don't drink very much beer. Like, there's a lot of beers that I like, but if there is something that I'm drinking, I might have like a glass of whiskey or wine.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to keep your weight under control, like, beer is not very good.
That's just drinking in general, yeah.
Well, beer is the worst of it all. And anything like a wine cooler or something with a lot of sugar in it. Like a Smirnoff Ice. Oh, good lord.
Oh my god. You know what? This was a long time ago. And I think... I want to get some Zima.
Oh no!
I heard it came back.
Did it? I think it came back and then left. It wasn't around for long.
Because it was like around in the 90s, right?
Yeah, it was around in the 90s.
And then...
And then it went away.
Yeah, because it was apparently terrible. But I guess it's like Smirnoff Ice, right? It's like the same thing.
It was like proto Smirnoff Ice. I don't know what it tasted like because I never had it. But Smirnoff Ice was like, oh god, just thinking about it like sends my the memory of my taste bud memory like freaks out.
Well, I mean, it just tastes like candy. Like it's super sweet.
So it came back out in 2017 and 2018, and then no more.
Oh no!
Well, so it's still around.
Oh god, it murdered him.
You just gotta buy it on eBay, like from someone who's been holding on to it for a couple of years.
Oh Jesus! Is it even safe to drink at that point?
One of the dudes that I watch on Oh, Surge is still around. You can get that too, dude.
I don't remember that. Bring back Surge.
One of the dudes that I watch on YouTube,
hey, what's
he
up,
mostly
Kyler?
he just review. Oh, hey, Tyler, I didn't see you there. What's up? His name's the Cinema Snob. He mostly just reviews movies and stuff, but he also does like this thing called Brad Tries, because his name's Brad. And it's like, for the longest time, he was doing like old expired sodas and drinks and shit. And he still occasionally goes back to that, but he tries other stuff nowadays. But he ordered a original Zima off of eBay or whatever, and drank it next to a real one, but like a current one that had just come out a couple years ago when they were doing it, and it was gross. I think it made him throw up, but it didn't poison him. So if you're into that kind of shit, it's possible to do. You won't die, but it's probably not gonna behave like a normal drink.
Okay, I think we'll have to employ the same strategy we did last time with this guy. It sucks.
Is that the same guy, or is it just the same sprite?
It's just the same sprite, just different color. But
Okay.
he behaves equally, assholey.
All right, kick his ass.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
So CX Spirit, I know for sure that Surge is still around. You just gotta search for it a little bit. We would get it off of Amazon, I think. I worked at an arcade for the last 2.5 years up until recently, and we would sell tall cans of Surge and Jolt Cola. And I'm pretty sure we got them off Amazon. So they're a little bit more expensive than normal, but they're attainable. And they're not old. They're current. They're not expired. I'm just feeding the love for Surge. Actually, I don't really like Surge that much. It tastes like concentrated
Trying to give
Mountain
people
Dew.
heart attacks. Yes.
I do
See,
love
Kyler's
Jolt
right.
Cola though.
God, Jolt. I feel like I've had it once. It just tasted like even worse Mountain Dew.
Oh no, Jolt is a cola. It doesn't taste
Wait,
like
so
Mountain Dew.
was Surge the one that tasted like Mountain Dew then?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Surge tastes like concentrated Mountain Dew. Like if they just like tripled up on the syrup. Like I feel like it even tastes thicker. Like it has a thicker viscosity. Gross.
Gross.
I do like Jolt Cola though. It tastes like RC Cola, but just it has a whole lot of caffeine in it.
Yikes.
I drank a lot of Tab though, working at that arcade because it was it's sugar free.
Wait, what is that?
Tab.
Is it like a diet drink?
Yeah, it's a Coca-Cola drink, I believe. It's a cola made by Coca-Cola, but it's diet. Like there isn't any version of Tab that has the real sugar in it.
No. Interesting.
It's good for a cola. Oh, I like Dr. Pepper too.
I love Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I love
Most
the sound
sodas
effects
I
in this
like.
game.
Oh yeah, the sound effects and the animations for the special moves are all really cool. Mostly all of them are really cool. Oh, I don't agree. I'm okay with diet artificial sweeteners. They don't taste worse or anything to me. They taste different, but it's not any worse or better in my opinion. It's not like high fructose corn syrup is real sugar either.
I love Coke Zero.
Yeah, I drink a lot of Coke Zero. I haven't in a while, but I did used to.
Commence the punishment.
His eyes.
Hey, boss!
Oh, his attacks are pretty buff. Although not that round. They're pretty weak as fuck.
Wait. Attack buffs before that. Let's do this. Cracker.
Good lord. What is this, a John Woo movie? When does he reload? Well, I guess even if you don't have those buffs, we're holding our own pretty good.
Yeah, he stopped doing that bloody thing, which was annoying. So it just instantly kills your character and heals him for however much HP that person has.
The damn bloody thing.
There he goes. Oh, his
didn't-
name is Blood, not the move.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever the move that steals all your HP.
What a name. Bloody Rain.
So much blood.
Did you see the remake for Evil Dead that came out a few years ago?
No! I've been wanting
Dude, it's really good. You gotta see it. The Bloody Rain thing made me think of it because at the end of the movie, it's not really a spoiler, but it definitely, like, literally rains blood on the characters from outside. Like, outside rain is blood. So much
Yeah, this
blood.
one opened the fight with it as well. He starts off the fight with doing that burger move.
Red Rum.
But I kill
Red
this guy
Rum.
the same as the Red Rum guy, basically just overwhelm him with combos. Counting on.
Can I send you files to that server that you just set up?
I can set that up, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
I'd probably rather not, but
Okay,
just for security purposes.
that's fair enough.
But I mean, I can look into it.
I know I have that movie on a hard drive somewhere. It's not the one I'm using right now, but if I got access to it, I might want to send it to you because it's a really good movie. You should see it. They use a lot of actual practical effects. There are some CGI moments, but a lot of it's mostly practical stuff.
Yeah, let me look into it.
Cool.
I remember this part.
The guy who was running
Shift G.
It's funny because it's a capital G, and if you push Shift G, you get a capital G.
It's too deep.
Too deep.
I don't think you're.
Like, no, it's. That was intentional. I know it. I'm just kidding.
I don't think you knew that I knew that you knew that I knew.
Oh, explode. Reminds me of Professor X's mansion.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, or just like random like things just pop out of the play yard. Oh! Don't get him! And the whole freaking playground gets flattened by the force
Today's
of it
launch
taking off.
was so-so.
Jesus.
They've done better.
Could have been more flashy.
I could have told you that. Well, looks like you were wrong.
It looks like a big wasp or something with like jowls.
Jowls.
Big like
How's it
wasp
standing?
with a beer belly. Oh yeah!
It's pissed.
What? You said get ready, cause here it come.
Here it come. Bonk. Oh, you missed.
Ooh.
Doesn't work. No. Let's try it.
It got bigger.
Don't drink my fuel.
Let me get some sip.
This is not for drinking. See if it has any style tabs.
Every time I play this, every time I sit down and watch you play this game, I want to watch anime, some kind of robot anime, even more.
See, you have to watch Evangelion.
No, I'm going to for sure. It's going to be the first robot anime that I actually watch. Like, I'm not going to watch like Voltron or something. Although, I mean, I eventually do kind of want to watch it, but you did say that Evangelion is the best one, so I'll go with that.
That's one of my favorites.
Isn't there a bunch of different series in the franchise?
I think it was remade like once or twice. There's like Evangelion 2.2 and kind of had like weird numbers or something like that.
So it's the same story and just reanimated? Or like edited like Dragon Ball Kai?
I think it was just reanimated. It's been like a hot minute since I've seen it.
Okay. Something to look into.
It's not going to fit on the screen at this rate.
It's giant!
Oh, God.
It just falls on you as an attack now.
It's too gigantic. Yay! At least we can hurt it.
Oh, okay. Tyler knows. He says there's a series and a movie, then like a remake where episodes are compressed to movie parts. Oh, okay.
It was kind of the same thing over and over, just in different combinations.
Different ways of consuming it. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Wow. Nice.
Gonna start sinking the boat. So big.
Punk.
That's what she said.
Phrasing. And the answer is no, you can't. Okay, I guess
Damn you, Extend! You lied to me! Oh, the movie, he says, has an alternate ending, which is, well, that's more content, right? That's cool. Is it a better ending than the series, you think? Don't ruin it, though, please.
Well, now you don't want spoilers.
No, I don't want spoilers for something that I'm gonna watch. If it's a game that's forever old, that's a little different. I don't know. I don't know why or how, but it is. Okay, I think you mentioned that before, Kyler, that the dude was hospitalized, or at least someone else on the channel mentioned that.
Oh no, he did.
Yeah, okay.
And then after he was released from the hospital, he made even weirder shit. Isn't that right?
Cool.
You suggested a few of his movies or shows.
There's nothing better than an insane artist. You get really good work out of those people.
Yeah. What are they saying, Roy? Do you remember?
Well, he says that. The original. In the. What are you talking about?
the boss fight music.
Okay. Yeah, no. That's what I thought you were talking about, but I do not remember. Yeah, no.
Total censorship calls for the educator.
And I have no idea what they're actually saying.
I'm sticking to it. That's what it sounds like to me.
I like that one better. Total sentence imposed is 10.
Yeah, that's...
So I didn't see that actually. What I saw was total censorship calls for the educator.
See, it's from that trial.
Yeah. Kyler is our resident encyclopedia for this game. Although it seems like we met a couple of your ilk doing this game.
Yeah,
it brings up the fanatics for this game. We love it.
Attracts the fanatics. I do love it.
Yeah, he sure does. The
Wealth of knowledge.
Sean Cass? I don't think we've seen him here so far, but
Sean Cass? No, maybe not.
Look out for the name.
Call him over. Time for some like Xenogears Jeopardy.
No kidding. How many total death blows per person? Like 10? Something like that?
So you get your standard 6, and then there's a game event in the game that happens later where you can have 7. Or you can input a total of 7 for the AP or whatever you want to call it.
Alright.
And then you get like the super fancy death blows.
Oh, okay.
So like the last death blow that you get is XX, which is kind of like what Satan has at 100, but he hasn't met the minimum level requirement.
Yeah. Oh, Kyler says there's a few more for separate characters. Different amounts for each character in the end.
Launcher.
Hit the button! Is this the most mobility you get in the world map? Or do you get like an airship or something later?
You get an airship. It gets a bit more specific, like the Yakuza can basically fly.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing, it flies.
Anything that it can't do?
I don't know if it can go back into the ocean or the sand afterwards.
Oh yeah, Ubicore, we have a YouTube channel. Just check out NerdlesInTime at YouTube. We've got all our past videos there. I just uploaded my Contra video on NES. I finished Contra. Well, finished. I've beaten it a million times. I just ran through it once real quick. But we don't have a Discord server. I think we're a little early for that. I don't know. Do you think we should set one up? I guess if someone's asking, we probably should, right?
Yeah, we can.
Why not?
Sorry, Kyler, I just read your message, but then I walked into here. Looks like I fucked up. Where do you get the ether doublers at?
Double.
Nissan. Okay.
Cool, Ubicore. Thanks a lot. Can always use more subscribers over on the YouTube channel.
Thank you.
It's pretty easy, Ubicore. All you really need is the right equipment, and it's not a whole lot. OBS isn't too difficult to use, but it does have its quirks.
I feel like we've kind of hit all of them and sort of figured them all out.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be more.
And our setup is really weird because we stream from 2 different locations.
Yeah.
But obviously, as you can tell, so there's like a few more nuances to get those configured.
Yeah, we're doing some Zoom and Discord fuckery to make all this one thing happen, but it's working.
Because obviously, like the stream is streaming to Twitch where you can see it, but it is slightly delayed. So Roy is getting a separate stream so he can see it live.
Yeah, off of Zoom / Discord.
It probably doesn't need to be this complicated, but it works.
Yeah, we figured it out as far as this. We haven't. It feels kind of crude, so I'm sure we'll be able to refine it a little bit eventually.
I think it's just really not having the proper hardware for their job. Like just working with like a PC.
Right. I still say if we had actual mixing boards and stuff, we would, and like maybe like real cameras instead of a webcam. You know, because like if we had if you had like a separate camera with a microphone on it, or just a real like Yeti or whatever, it could go in to the mixing board and then into your computer, and it'd be all nice and separate. And it's easy to. It'd be like a nice bundle of wires going straight instead of all fucking messed up.
I think it's going to be an ever-evolving thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, kind of being anal about the proper setup. That's true.
Right. Same here. I mean, like, I'm being anal in a dumb way, too. Like, I really want to get my CRT setup going so that I can play the games that are meant to be played on CRT for the stream. So you guys will see a digital picture, obviously, and I'll see my CRT image. But like, if I'm playing the game, I want to play it as good as like I should be, like I would normally want to play it. So I gotta get particular about what stuff I'm using too. But eventually we'll be there. When I did Contra the other night, I played it on emulator. It was not set up yet.
What?
Gotta love the little squatting hunchback dudes with knives in their hands. They remind me of like a Castlevania enemy or something. No, I agree, Ubicore. I think that's a great idea. We'll make a Discord server.
For sure.
Yeah. It'll be a good way to catalog all the stuff that you guys recommend to us. Because like that one component that someone recommended to me, I think it might have been you. Actually, I can't remember. Sorry if it was. That recommended me the last component that I need for my setup. I have to look that up again now.
Oh yeah.
But if it was on our Discord server, it would just be right there. It'd be easy to find.
That HDMI converter.
Yeah,
that you linked you to.
Yeah. It is recorded, that's for sure. But then if I want to go recall the info, I got to go back to that episode and look for it. If it was just in the Discord server, that's everything all in one, and
just
I can
scroll up.
Forever scroll up or hit the search button maybe as a smarter person.
Just keep scrolling. I tend to keep looking for things after I found them.
Yeah. It's a curse of having a human brain. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a great idea, Ubicore. We're gonna hit on that. Get him! I really need to get some photo editing software here pretty soon too, so I can. I mean, like, I want to get an artist to get like some better artwork out there for us for like the logo and thumbnail pages for our YouTube videos. But I feel like if I just had some photo editing software that was better than MS Paint,
GIMP.
What?
GIMP.
GIMP? Oh, I know GIMP. Yeah, I know GIMP. I don't know how to use it though, so I'll have to look it up. But anyway, yeah, once I do get some real photo editing software, I feel like I could just slap together some palette or platelet, or no palette, that's the word, template for just like a splash page for a thumbnail, you know, where it's just like either like a picture of me or a picture of you and me, some way to denote that it's both of us or one of us, and then like our or none of us, who knows.
My idea was to like just reach out to some artists on like DeviantArt,
yeah,
and just get a feel for what it would be.
Well, I think that would come in time, but like for now, like we need something. Something better than what we have now, which is just like a random screenshot of the video. What am I saying? Like, I just need to come up with something nice to you know, use in place of what we have now, which is nothing. And then as the fan base grows, I'm sure we'll meet more people who are artists and will want to create stuff like that for us. Nice. See, that looks awesome. Why doesn't the rest of the game look like that?
I think they spent all their money on that. The effects of the spells. Yeah, look at that.
That's sweet.
Billy! Help him!
Kyler, I'm the same way with that. Like, I have a very specific working memory too with like, I'll remember a thing that I read in a Goosebumps book or on the back of a goddamn Goosebumps book way more than I can remember this person that I interact with now for the last 2 months or whatever. And there's nothing interesting about them, so I know, like, I won't remember their name or like how I'm supposed to act around them. Shit like that.
Which personality do you know of?
Like, not meaning like I have a different personality around everybody else, every single different person. I just mean like what parts of my personality are able to come out, you know, without it being weird.
Get him, Satan.
Oh, I used to be terrible at the arcade. I would ask, like, unless I really knew the person, I would ask everybody if they had been in before, because I just didn't bother to remember people's faces. I saw like 75 people, if not more, a day. You know, like, and like, I don't know. Maybe it's more important to other people, but like unless you do something to make me remember you, you're just going to be another face in my memory cloud. And so like people would come in, we would have regulars that would come in that just were unremarkable, and I would ask them every time, have you been in before? Because I literally couldn't remember.
Like, I'm sorry, I have a degenerative brain disease.
Yeah, and they'd be like, yeah, I come in here all the time. And when they would say that, then I would start to remember them, because like they were different from a normal, like, everyday customer that would come in once and never come back again.
Oh my god, how many of them are there?
Endless hunchback knife man.
Gremlins. Ouch.
Oh, Ben is a big Parasite Eve fan.
I love Parasite.
I've never
we talked
played it,
about
though.
that earlier about playing it.
We did.
And I gave you
definitely
the warning
discussed
that it's very graphically challenged.
I mean, like, if I can handle this, I can handle anything. So I do want to see it, though, because I remember ever since it came out, you spoke highly of it.
Very cool survivor horror game hybrid. Absolutely right. They totally should remake it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how good it would look like now? Number 3? What was number 3?
There was.
Oh, wasn't
Parasite
it for like
games?
the PSP or something? There was a
Oh, I don't know.
handheld version.
Jesus Christ! As far as I knew, there was just one game, and now there's 3 of them in a movie.
3 Birthday on handheld. Yeah, that's right. Birthday.
Odd. I'm out of the loop. I feel like I've been under a rock.
Possibly. You and your well, this is right up your alley with CRT. This is right around that.
Just because it came out around the time that CRTs were cool doesn't mean I know about it.
It's okay if you played it, you wouldn't have finished it anyway.
That's very accurate. Although maybe not entirely. When I was a kid, I definitely finished more games back then, and that's when it came out. I finished Resident Evil 2. And that's a long game.
I like Final Fantasy 15 though.
Oh yeah?
Well, I'm just looking at
Yeah, no, I'm reading it.
Knob's message. Though that game did get a lot of heat, and like I say, I never quite followed why. I was really into Final Fantasy 15. I liked it. Remake, FF7 remake, I do agree with you. That was good.
If they're gonna do a Parasite Eve remake, I need Dino Crisis too.
I
Because
would like that.
dinosaurs and guns are
Dino
awesome.
Crisis was good. I like Dino Crisis.
Oh, Ben, do you know, or do you guys in the chat too? Do you guys know of a video game? It was also a cartoon. It started off that way as a Saturday morning cartoon, but it was an arcade game. It was called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Yes! I didn't know there was a video
awesome.
game. I remember the cartoon.
There's a beat 'em up arcade game, and it's exactly like you think it would be.
What?
It's awesome.
I remember Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's the most awesome premise of anything. Like whether it's an arcade game or a cartoon or a movie or whatever. Like you're mixing awesome cars with awesome life forms. Hell yes.
Awesome life forms. 15 was like dodge and what was that? Okay, you're right about that. 15 was like that. 13, I like 13. 12 I feel wasn't very memorable. I never went back to it.
Cool.
You really like 12. Well, you have a whole story with it.
One more time that I gotta go back to, but I like the battle system in that, and the gambits and stuff. I thought it was really cool. If not, I thought it was cool, but it definitely removed a lot of user input. So it kind of made it boring in a way, but also I didn't mind.
12's art, yeah.
I think 12 pushed the limit of the PS2. Like, it really shone through how good PS2 could be. Like, that art direction and just, like, graphical technicalities, or graphical expertise, just made it look really good. It made it look like it was on the PS3 almost. Yeah, a lot of Final Fantasy games, if you do all the side quests and stuff, it's like you're all super powered, like you can do anything in the game. You're basically a god.
Well, that was 12, right? That's what we were talking. Remember the hardest? It was like 12. One of the craziest bosses,
right?
Where
yeah.
I set it up in a way, and like I was in school at the time, and I left it on over day and came back from school, and they were still auto-fighting the boss, and they were still alive.
Yeah, what was the name of that dude? Was it like Time-Ad or something like that?
I want to say it was Time-Ad. It was like whatever boss that takes like 30 some odd hours to kill.
Gigantic white dragon thing that like took up the entirety of like a coliseum.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't even like walk forward. It could only like turn around.
Gizmat. Yeah.
Gizmat,
there it goes.
Gizmat.
That's it. Yeah.
But like that fight, it will take a long time to do, but it's essentially really easy. All you just gotta do is be the right level and have the right gambits. And set it up right and just wait.
Wait, it was a tribute to a developer? I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting.
Oh, I didn't know about that at all. That'd be a valid explanation of why it's so goddamn hard.
It's like every fight in that game.
Yeah, that was the one part that would get on anyone's nerve. If it's gonna get on your nerve, it's really gonna get on your nerve.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean to say. At first, I didn't like it because I played most of the Final Fantasy games that came before it, or most of the American releases anyway. And so I'm used to turn-based fight menus and stuff. So I was like, what the fuck is this? This looks like horse shit. And then I got into it. I thought it was alright. It does have its flaws, but it's not terrible. Like I said before, my favorite Final Fantasy fight system is Final Fantasy X.
I like that one too.
I think it's very good.
10 did stick with me.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the summon thing, where you summon the character, where you summon the summon, and you like have turns with it. Like I'd rather it just be like one big boom move and then it's done. You can turn the gambits off on any number of the characters. I know, like, no one's going to, but like, I guess it would make it more involved if it was just automatically disabled. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out Xenoblade Chronicles, because I've never even really heard about it. I don't think I know about what it even is.
I was first introduced to it on Switch.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to start it off like that, Kyler, too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with this new fight system. Wow, I want to choose everything, and then I'm like, okay, this takes forever. It's obviously easier to just use the way that they want you to do it, or to play it the way they want you to play it.
The menus are horribly laid out.
So yeah, Ubicore, I think the one thing that I didn't really care for that much in Final Fantasy XII was like the overall story. Like it was all so kingdom versus kingdom and regal talk and all annoying like prose and stuff. So like, I don't know, like I felt that the story was a little bit weaker. In my opinion, compared to other Final Fantasy games. It wasn't bad at all, it was just like nothing that I really latched onto too much.
Yep.
It was a bit all over the place, yeah. And I felt like the main character was the wrong character. Like, it felt like more of like Balthier and Ash's story rather than Van and Penelo. Like, why is this kid who's just like, I want to be a sky pirate, the main character when you have a real interesting sky pirate as one of your characters? Whoa, that's interesting.
Yep. Yeah. So actually, like, you bring up a good point. Like, I started playing it on Switch, and then I think Remake came out, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I just lost track of it. I really should go back to it.
Cool.
Oh, Billy, you're safe.
Yeah, I literally don't remember anything about Penelo other than she's Vaughn's friend. And then Vaughn's only thing is, I want to be a sky pirate and I want to avenge Rex, and like, that's it. And he's just kind of there and whines a bunch whenever stuff happens.
Whines a lot.
Yeah, I mean, well, he is a little kid. He's like younger than Luke Skywalker is when the first fucking Star Wars movie came out. So like, I don't really fault him for whining, but it sucks that we have to care about him so much. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in this Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles game. Check it out. So.
Now, you were talking about getting a Switch, right?
Yep. Yeah. I got some saving to do, but I'll get one. That's my next big purchase, probably. I was wrong also when I looked it up and I said that they were like $500 or something like that. That was just like someone trying to sell it for that much. They're only like $300.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it should not be $500.
Yeah, they got the Switch Lite that's like $200 or something, but it's undockable.
Yep.
It's a smaller screen and all that. I want to get a real one. I mean, I'll have to get a real one if we're gonna stream with it.
Almost nothing about Final Fantasy IX. What do I remember about that one? Kucha was the bad guy. Zidane is the main character. What else was there? I remember Vivi. I like Vivi. But that's just a she? I think it's a she.
She looked like the original Black Mage.
Original Black Mage.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I thought was cool. Although I still have never played the game.
Yeah, Vivi had great character development. Yep.
When that game came out, at the time, I was getting more and more annoyed. What?
I guess it's a male character.
He's a boy. Okay. Vivi's a boy. But yeah, what I was saying was that when that game came out, I was getting more and more annoyed with JRPGs at the time. They were getting more and more focused on like the main characters being like chibi little preteen, like anime looking dorks. Like I mean, I don't mind it that it looks anime or whatever, that's fine, but I like my characters to be like grown up a little bit. And so it, like, you know, I saw the art direction for FF9 and I'm like, oh great, you're a little cat boy. That's annoying. He's like 12 years old. Like, how is a fucking little 12-year-old cat boy gonna save the world? I don't want to know. And so like I never played it, but now I'm past that, I guess. You know, I still probably don't like the art style, even if I do play it. But I have heard plenty of plenty of things about how good the story is, and like the fight system is really solid, and this and that. So I do want to see it. I want to play it eventually, but that is the reason why I never did play it when it first came out. I totally skipped it. Went from 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 10.
Knob's right. Like, the Tales series is amazing.
Oh, yeah?
They're very, very long games. I haven't played all of them, but I do think you actually have to play them in series.
Oh. Cool.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of...
I do like the story for Tactics a lot. I think it's a really cool story.
The Tactics is still one of my favorite games.
Yeah. That's going to be one of the games we eventually stream. We've got such a long-ass list, it's literally going to take years to get through all this, but I'm down.
Pay attention to what I'm doing here.
I was most recently playing Tactics on my tablet. It's like one of the one few apps that I've actually purchased on the App Store. It was like $10, and that's one of one of the very few actual console video games that can be played fairly well and easily on a touch panel, because it's like, I mean, there's no platforming or anything to do.
They murdered the Pontiff!
No!
Get you!
The PSP version's way superior to the original release. I wouldn't know. I never played it. I never owned a PSP, actually.
Wait, there's a remake of Tactics, or like one of the sequels?
No, it's a remake. I think it's the Lion Wars one. Is that the PSP version?
There was something like that. Lions.
War of the Lions. War of the Lions, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War of the Lions.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had like So I off the top of my head, I know that one had more levels, like a couple extra secret stuff, and then readjusted stats for certain things, and also different translation. So like there was like, instead of the calculator, it was the mathematician. Stuff like that. Oh, okay. They changed the dialogue around too, to more of a old English. Oh, probably closer to what they sound like in FF12 because it's the release. But apparently the translation is a lot better. I didn't have a problem with the way that they spoke in the first game. But I mean, no, I didn't find it problematic.
I'd want to check out the PSP version for sure.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, it's not to say that something could be much better than what I've experienced. It would make sense if they spoke in an old-timey type of English. As long as they never give them noses. They never can have noses.
No noses. Hey, he's alive.
But of course.
On PSN.
Mm.
That would almost be like, I'd be inclined to get a PS Vita, and it would be backwards compatible with it, wouldn't it?
I would hope so. And in fact, I think the app for the game that I downloaded to my tablet is the War of the Lions.
Oh.
I just never got very far in it, so I mean, I don't remember.
Classic.
Well, I was playing it while I was working at the arcade. It was supposed to just pass the time. And now I'm not working there, so I don't have to. I don't play anything on my tablet anymore. No one plays stuff on tablets unless they have to. Yeah, he says you can get them on the Vita. They all say. I've never played a Vita. I've barely played a PSP. Yeah. Oh, we're about at time here.
We are.
A minute overboard.
Need to save
We
somewhere.
got a save point somewhere around here.
Knowing this game, probably not.
Aha.
Boss fight and then a save point.
I was just looking at some of the Castlevania games on my on the shop for my 3DS, and I haven't narrowed one down that I want yet, but I do want one of them. I think I want to try out another Castlevania or Metroidvania type of game because I've only really played the Symphony of the Night for that type of version of game.
You were talking about trying to start playing Metroid Prime?
Yes, yeah. That's going to be one of the first games, if not the first game, that I play when I hook up my, get my GameCube hooked up, when I have the signal converter that I need. Once I get the signal converter, that opens up a lot more games that I'll want to play. Because right now I just have like a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo emulator that I'm running off of, and I don't really want to download more of that crap if I'm not going to use it. Oh yeah, that PS1 flip-up screen thing was cool. I always kind of wanted one. So I want to try Prime 2 again, Knob 2 as well, because I remember I played it when it first came out, and then I put it down immediately. Like, I don't even think I got past, like, the third level or something like that, you know, like the third area of exploration. But I think it was because I thought the game sucked. I don't think I was, like, distracted by something, so I played something else and never got back to it. As far as I remember, and this was a long time ago, so I don't remember specifics, but I feel like I put it down because I didn't like it.
So I was super excited about hearing about Metroid Prime remakes for the Switch, but I think those were delayed quite significantly.
Oh, bummer. Because that would be a great thing to remake. Those games look nice already, but they're a little bit aged, so they could use a facelift. I think it's definitely a good game to decide to remake. Or give a remaster to at least.
Rumors at this point. Yeah, I guess it was rumors, but there was talk of them being remade and then a new Metroid Switch for the Switch. But I guess whatever company was working on it fumbled it terribly and it had to be restarted from basically
everything
at the beginning.
Yeah, the first one was definitely really awesome, and definitely worth a replay. So I haven't played it, I don't know, probably in like 15 years at least. When did it come out even? Let me look that up. (2002) it came out. Dude, it came out like right after we graduated high school in November. Yeah, so I remember getting it like really soon after I got my GameCube. It was one of the first games I bought, and then I got most of the way through it. I was never able to beat Mother Brain, but I'm sure I could now. But I haven't played it since. Yeah, it is definitely good. Yubakor, you should try it out. And I do prefer the Super Metroid, well, the original Metroid style of, you know, just a 2D scroller of a platformer and, you know, finding all the items, this and that. I like that best, but when a game successfully transitions into the 3D realm, into the FPS genre, I think that's really great.
Good to know, Kyler. I'll keep that in mind. So, for the next part, we should take Ellie and Billy.
Ah. Thanks for the tip, buddy. So hopefully we'll have a Discord server set up by the next time we stream, and we'll be able to post a link to it, and you guys can join on up. We'll get some info flowing, which will be on Sunday.
You can set that up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Super Metroid music is one of the very best soundtracks on the Super Nintendo. I mean, that's not even knowledge that nobody knows. Everybody fucking knows that. It's really, really good. It's like out of a movie. Yeah, absolutely. Meridian music for the win. I really like the title screen music. I think it's like super foreboding and sci-fi awesome.
Like I can hear it in my head now. I know exactly what it sounds like.
Cool interview with the composer. Sounds like something you should post to our Discord server when it's set up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it when people get that way. When creators are like, everybody out there is spoiled. I'm going to give them something that they're going to have to, really, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I'm going to give them something different, something that they don't think that they want. That's pretty much it. Oppressive music. Wow. There's an actual concert for that game? That's awesome.
I've been to like a few Square RPG style concerts.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. There's one in San Diego, like way back when.
Is it one specific band or is it a bunch of different bands?
It's an orchestra.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, okay. Oh, he meant Xenogears was an orchestrated concert for.
Oh, there's also the Black Mages? Yeah, Roy told me about that.
Mages.
Yep, they're really good.
They're awesome. They're fucking great. And what a perfect name for a band fronted by Nobuematsu. Like, it's just super cool. Oh, speaking of video game music composers, do you know Jonathan Coulton?
I don't think so.
He did the ending songs for both of the Portal games. You composed them.
Oh.
So you kind of get his style a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he in his actual music career, he sings the songs. It's not GLaDOS, but he's really freaking good. Like, I love his stuff. It's a lot of like nerdy stuff. Not always nerdy. Not always like video game inspired or whatever, but it's like very good music. Like, I'll have to send you some of it. You probably like it a lot. On Spotify, his top song is called Code Monkey, and it's all about working in a coding place. So I think you would like that song especially.
Excellent. Yes.
Because you are in your own right a code monkey.
I want to listen to that.
Yeah, I'll send you some of his stuff. It's really good. Uematsu is the John Williams of video game music. I will totally agree with that, Yubakor. You missed Code Monkeys? Was that a show or something? This was a song that I was talking about. Okay. I thought it might be. It sounds familiar. It wouldn't be surprising if there was a show called Code Monkeys. Do you know what that is? Was it like on G4 or something?
Arg?
He literally arged. Really cannot believe. Why? Why is there that many? Good lord. Copy that for later. What is this? What is this damn link? Code Monkeys. Oh, cool. Oh, I've heard of the Waz. Isn't he a online reviewer or something? I'll check it out though, for sure. Cool. I'll check him out. I've heard of him before, but I never really gave him a chance or anything like that. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it. Well, Steve Wozniak is definitely a person, and Scott the Woz is definitely a person, and both of them may or may not be awesome. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What is happening?
That YouTube link in the title of it said the Woz, so I was wondering if that was a reference to Scott the Woz, because I had heard of him before as an online reviewer. And no, it has to do with Scott Wozniak.
Wozniak.
I mean, Steve Wozniak.
Steve
I'm sorry.
Wozniak, yeah.
Scott Pilgrim or whatever.
Billy's faith is shattered.
Oh no. We can rebuild him. This is when you brainwash a motherfucker.
We can rebuild him, remold him.
Yeah.
It's been torn down to his core.
Rebuild his mind.
Bay's just happy in his little coma. Totally oblivious to what's happening.
He's probably picking flowers and big ass meadows in his giant gear.
He's reconciling with id.
Oh no, that sounds way less fun. Well, reconciling is always nice though.
That's why he is here.
You're defiled, Billy.
Yikes.
That'd be a good at name. Defiled Billy. Sasha! Yeah. It's a stun bullet.
I mean, you can use real bullets, it's fine.
Yeah, this track in particular is really sweet. Terranigma? I think I've heard of it. I don't think you've asked about this before, but I don't think I've heard of that game. Terranigma.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Never got a release in North America, but Europe and PAL region did.
Oh.
Action RPG. No, I don't think I've ever heard of it. Oh, cool. I'm always down to check out some games that never made it across the seas that got translated by fans. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, interesting. I remember playing some Enix games before they merged with Square. Although, I actually can't remember what games. I just remember seeing the logo before playing the game.
Dragon Quest?
Dragon Quest? Did it?
I don't know what you played.
Wasn't it, didn't... No, that was Eidos. I was thinking Tomb Raider. But, nah, there's gotta be some other games. I just can't remember what it is. No, I've seen the Eidos logo separate from Squaresoft before. I mean, Enix, that is. Well, I'll definitely play Dragon Quest. I mean, I have played that. That was the first RPG I ever played, but that didn't really have a logo in the game. Oh, Illusion of Gaia.
Ooh, yes. The deep SNES cut.
Mm-hmm.
I have it in the box somewhere.
Did you let me borrow that game? Didn't I?
Legacy of Kain. Also really good. I love the music in that game.
Yes. The fucking main theme for Raziel, I think it is.
It's so good.
I think it's called Raziel's theme in Soul Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
That song was already like made. Like it was some band had already done it, and they used it for its theme. It's like some industrial band.
Really?
And it's got this crazy weird name to it. Because I was working at the arcade, and my boss would play a lot of like esoteric. People didn't know about this stuff unless you were like a freak. I loved it. She would play really weird goth industrial music, and then all of a sudden the fucking Raziel's theme comes on the speakers, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, this is this one band, this and that. And I'm like, this is literally from a video game that's very cool. And she's like, this is part of their album or whatever. They just
You don't remember what it was?
I'm gonna look it up.
Because I always thought it was just for the game from the game.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what you would assume. Okay, it's called Ozar Midrashim.
Okay.
That's the name of the song, and I'm trying to find the band name. But what the fuck does Ozar Midrashim mean? It's a band called Information Society off of their 1997 album Don't Be Afraid.
Link it.
I shall. Here's it for the channel if you guys care. I love this song, it's really cool. And I'll give you one to the old Discord.
Oh, wait. Max Payne 3 also has a great soundtrack?
I never played any of the Max Payne games.
I think I might have played the first one.
Wait, isn't he a dude like with a leather jacket and a dog?
Yikes.
I think that's who it is. I think I might have played the first game of that too, and not much of it.
Right. Maybe we played at the same time.
I think I played it when it was new, and I was just like, "Yeah, this sucks."
I don't remember it sucking, but I don't remember.
Quick decision. Well, yeah, if they made more than one, hopefully they would get better as time went on. Maybe the third one's way better than the first one. Less noir. I like noir. What the hell's going on in here?
Oh, they've been talking for hours. So I feel like they forgot to put in a few save points in between.
It's like, let's read a chapter of a book before you can save again. Oh no! A fight! Again with these guys. Jesus. I'm gonna grab another ice cube. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh yeah, Xenosaga has, with such long cutscenes, they give you save points in between each one. I'm glad you like it. It's definitely next on the list.
Alright. Yeah, I've heard stories about this too from Ben. It's basically just a book.
I like it.
I like it. Disc 2 is gonna have to. We're gonna have to like come up with something to keep it interesting for us, because it's just gonna be a bunch of reading. Apparently.
Yeah, Disc 2 is gonna be odd. Because they ran out of
Everybody shut up and read. how much of like how many hours of gameplay is on disc 2 even?
I don't remember there being too much.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly just a bunch of reading, a handful of dungeons, like maybe 2 or 3, and then in-game stuff.
Okay. Kyler says 12 hours, including the reading. So it takes about 12 hours to literally get through all of this, 2. All right. That's what, 4 episodes?
Hey, yep. A 60-plus hour playthrough. Because we're at, what were we at, 26 currently?
26 hours? Something like that.
And I think we're about halfway through.
Yeah. Tyler, how many people have you watched stream this entire game?
I didn't know there was like that many people that streamed this. I thought it would have been pretty obscure.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like, is this just like, are we just another drop in the bucket here? Are we not that important to you?
Couple hundred.
Good lord.
Well, I like that. This is a great game. I'm glad people are still playing it and streaming.
No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely, that's awesome. Well, I guess 3 in all of Twitch isn't really that much, is it? Well, we didn't choose this game at all because we thought it might be trending. We were just like, what do you want to play next?
We just thought it'd be fun to play. Actually, that's all the games we picked. It's like, what's fun to play? Let's play that.
We haven't based anything off of trends. We're just like, what do we feel like playing right now? And I feel like it's going to stay that way for a long time until like we get like all of the games that we want to play out of our system, you know? And then we start paying attention to shit like that. Secondhand effect, indeed. Well, hopefully that trend lasts a while, because we're probably going to be stuck on the whole Xeno saga thing, Xeno everything for a while. Like, we're pretty much just decided on going straight to Xeno saga after this game. I don't think we have anything, like, we're not, I mean, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to play, like one game, like maybe Turtles in Time or something for 3 hours or whatever for a stream before we start Xeno Saga. We don't have to or whatever, it doesn't matter.
We can just jump right in.
I think we can just jump right in and ride this shit all the way to outer space. That's where the game takes place, right? Outer space. It's like not really on a planet. Yeah. We can do them short platformers. Like it's not something we're not gonna do. Like, but we might not do it just right now. I don't know. It's always a possibility. We have to actually figure out how to play 2-player games across this setup we're doing, which I don't think is impossible. We just haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
I just started playing Witcher 3 again. I had a save file that I abandoned a while back, and I'm getting back into it. But oh my god, there's so much talking about shit that I don't care about. But most of the games that I play on my own, you guys, is for the most part they've been platformers and such. I've been doing Chrono Trigger as well too, but I just took Contra last night, or the night before. No, it was last night. And I've done like Mega Man X2, I think Mega Man X3. It's all on the YouTubes. because I don't really keep a normal schedule. I just kind of do it whenever I have time. Well, I'm a fan of some well-used Nietzschean philosophy. It's always fun. Scares the normal people. That guy's name's almost Krillin. I like him. On my my online name for my profile for Dragon Ball Fighters is it's Kriller time. And my main character's Krillin. Huh. That's kind of an interesting way to describe it, Ubicor, is that they're not the same thing. They're not really connected, but they have similar DNA. But no direct ties. It's fair enough. It's almost like, I mean, Xenogears and Saga is a little bit more removed from the example that I'm going to use, but it's almost like the Aliens franchise and then Prometheus. It's in the same universe, but they don't really connect. And like you said, Kyler, there's some definite like things that just literally don't add up when you try to put them together, because like this is this in one of them, and then this is another thing and another thing. Ah, DMC Devil May Cry. Yeah, there you go. It's impossible story-wise and legally. We're putting you in video game jail if you believe otherwise. I'm working through DMC right now, actually, Kyler. I'm trying to get my first platinum trophy on the PS Network or PSN, whatever you call it. And I've got about halfway through on DMC, the remake. It's the special edition or whatever it is. I can't remember what they call it, but it's the better version that they released. I just finished Dante Must Die mode with Dante, obviously, and now I gotta work through Virgil stuff and then get a few other items, so get the rest of the items and shit, and then I'll have my platinum trophy. Video game jail is not an unplugged Ethernet cable because there's so many other games that you can play without a fucking Ethernet cable. It's when I take away your game controllers, all of them. All you can do is look at the start screen.
We can see.
All right. Well, I guess should we call it here then, huh?
Slightly.
Milked an extra 36 minutes out of us.
Got through some critical parts.
Excellent. On to bigger and better come Sunday nights.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool, Ubicor. We're about to be done anyhow. Thanks for joining us, all you guys. Yeah, like I said, all the previous videos are on our YouTube page, and we'll be back on Monday night, 9 o'clock Mountain Time.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Check out YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy.